I've got a banger lined up for you today. So take a minute, like, share, subscribe, and please leave me a comment down in the section below. Without further ado, let's dive right back in.
Said it before, so I'll say it again. It is all of them. All of them. It's just their sin. And sinners are so popular, aren't they?
Yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only. It is used for a reason, and it is controlled, where it's like, let's shed a few drops of blood and each drink it. He's much more haphazard and hectic and chaotic, where he's willing to just like cut his chest open with broken glass and be like, take my soul, let me bleed on you. It doesn't not happen, let me tell you. Maybe not exactly like that, but a version of that has happened many times.
Well, needless to say, sold my soul.
Sometimes they don't want to, and they're, you know, gaga, we can't get, you know, the frequency's weird, and, you know, it's sounding a little bit strange, and I'm like, if you don't get this right now, I swear to Lucifer, I'm gonna, you know, I get a little bit mad.
Why is your hand over your eye?
Because I'm a devil worshiper, what are you talking about? All right, well, I have tickets to see the devil worshiper.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I mean, I made a bargain with it, you know, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with you know, with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And on this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
So as you can sort of tell, this video has a running theme going through it. And I think it's important, given the recent events that have been taking place and the things that have been released, that we can now see. And these people have been talking and saying these outlandish things for decades now, right in our faces. And I think it's time now to start taking what they're saying a bit more seriously and paying a little bit more attention at what's going on.
This is the weekend before, this is the weekend after. This is Katy Perry before, this is Katy Perry after. This is Kid Laroi before, this is Kid Laroi after. This is Madonna before, this is Madonna after. This is Taylor Swift before, this is Taylor Swift after. This is Playboy Cardi before, this is him after. This is Triple Red before, this is Triple Red after. This is A$AP Rocky before, this is A$AP Rocky after. This is Travis Scott before, this is Travis Scott after. This is Eminem before, this is Eminem after.
I grew up in the 80s. I remember when things, they seemed innocent. I remember when these people just looked innocent. But these days, all of the art that the mainstream seems to be producing just has bad vibes all around it. In the next clip, I think I'm going to expose a little bit of why it seems so dark.
Rihanna is spotted here with Michelle Lamy, and just pay very close attention to how they treat this woman. Shortly after, this is her backstage of A$AP Rocky, and this woman has deep connections with every single celebrity. I mean, many pictures and videos of her and Usher, Kim Kardashian, Migos, Kanye West, A$AP Rocky, whatever, you name it, almost every single celebrity. But who is this woman? You look her up, it says she's a fashion designer, filmmaker, producer, whatever. But she's also married to Rick Owens, and now we're getting warmer. If you know anything about Rick Owens, he's known as the Dark Lord of fashion. Now, if this woman is married to the Lord of Darkness when it comes to fashion, and she's a fashion designer, this is literally her wearing his head, you start wondering, what is she doing with all these artists? Surely it can't be all fashion, right? And then you see pictures of her with Marina Abramovich, which is outspoken for her art, but also her spirit cooking. All I'm saying is be aware of what's really going on and do your own research.
Hey, without me, these are videos that you may never see. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
They're saying that right here, Kai is walking up the stairs to sell his soul. If that's indeed what's happening, let me break down for you how it would actually go. But the very first treacherous thing I have to point out is the way that Jaden Smith is acting right here as he's walking up the stairs. This over-the-top hype, this belligerent babbling that he's going off in, is a sign of one thing and only one thing: a certain substance that's shrouded in secrecy in the occult for a millennium. Time and time again, the feedback is always the same thing. Let's come right back to Jaden and Will Smith. So as Kai walks up the stairs, everyone's excited as well as him because they are all initiated the same thing, and he is also about to be initiated. The excitement and all the invitations from all his friends cannot be missed. Of course, Will Smith is very happy as well. He'll then walk to a back room with a bunch of people around and also cameras, probably other people partaking as well. We're not going to get into specifics, but something has been done. All the pieces for the ritual are there. There's warlocks and there's witches, and now they're doing sorcery to conjure up whatever being it is. Because over 15 years of studying and being aware, a lot of people have came front and spilled all the details of what was going on behind the scenes. Especially one person we're about to see in a minute. Do you guys remember the story of Jaden in the Hollywood Hills saying what happened? And around this entire time, we had the Beebs who was stuck with the did. That there was something very nefarious going on, and they were all a part of it, willingly or unwillingly. By the way, I'm happy, I'm healthy, and I rebuke all witchcraft in Jesus' name. There's been many people who've spoke up over the years, but nobody really listened, or they called them crazy. So what to make of this, and what to look out for? Well, if you see Kai Cenat putting on a dress, you know. He talked about Jesus before this. If he stops talking about Jesus, you know. Some people say he was already in it, but remember, he's doing a big career switch right now. Maybe this was needed for that next step. The craziest part for last, at the end here, you can see them walking away to what looks like an altar room. Right about. Notice the people in a circle and some weird structures in the middle. Who knows? Is this all just a normal celebration in a red room, or is it something a little darker?
Okay, so as far as what really took place there, we don't know, and we're never really going to fully know, and all we would be doing is speculating. However, you can clearly see that it is boldly written on the wall, "Are you ready?" And ready for what would be a question, but here is Will Smith's offspring, and something does seem a little bit off to me when I look at what he is producing, and so I don't know, it leaves one to question.
Is it true that to get to a certain level in Hollywood, these famous people have to sacrifice their firstborn child?
I believe that there is a club, and I do believe that there are certain people that to attain a certain stature or certain level of influence or power, fame, whatever, you're required to either sacrifice a blood sacrifice, whether it be a mom or a relative or whatever. How many of them lost a parent, or how many of them lost a kid, to die in accidents or die.
This is interesting because what you just heard isn't new. This theory has been circulating in Hollywood for years and years, and this man isn't random. He's been in rooms that most people never see. He even says it himself. There's no proof. This is belief, but belief that keeps repeating, and there's no smoke without fire. People are pointing to patterns, sudden deaths, careers skyrocketing overnight, others disappearing completely. Every time this conversation resurfaces, it's dismissed, buried, or labeled insane.
Given what has recently come to light, I think that people are almost ready for this conversation. The Marina Abramovic conversation. The spirit cooking black magic witch that is buddy with everybody in Hollywood, and not just Hollywood. She was featured in a Microsoft commercial back in 2020 that has since been deleted.
In performance, the piece is only in the memory of the audience and nowhere else. Here, I am kept forever.
At one point, it was actually on Google that she is Bill Gates' spiritual advisor. But when people started talking about it, they removed it from the internet. Given all of the extremely disturbing documents that have recently come out about the ritualistic nature of people that are in power, I'm not even going to show this photo because it's disturbing and will probably get flagged. But this goes much deeper and much darker than what we are seeing right now.
You know, I find it fascinating how everything is just always shrouded in the cloak of it's just art, or it's just self-expression, you know, but they're constantly performing in front of people as if, you know, they want people to unknowingly or unwittingly entertain whatever entity they're trying to conjure up or seduce. Or is it that that entity is trying to seduce those that are being subjected to the public rituals? I would use caution when it comes to the upcoming halftime show. But guys, this is the end of the video. If you've watched this far, man, I really appreciate it. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. I read everyone. And stay tuned because I'll be posting another video really soon. God bless.